So tomorrow's the big day, huh? The first POTM program for the year, April Player of the Month program, is coming into Diamond Dynasty, and I always consider it to be kind of like the shotgunning a Red Bull and using a 5-hour energy as a chaser for content, because it really kicks things up. There's stuff to do, there's a little bit going on, but once POTM comes, that usually marks, okay, the season has started and we're here. So we're going to talk about how to prepare for this, how you guys can get it done fast, a few things you can do, and then how to make stubs off of it as well. So as always, let me know in the comment section, who do you think? There's probably like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... okay, not funny joke, Gomer. People who could get it. Realistically, it could be a ton of them, but it's only going to be one of them. So let me know in the comment section who's going to get it. Leave a like down below. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And let's go ahead and get it going with this first big reveal. Madison Bumgarner, a flashback Topps Now from 2017. This is when he hit 2 home runs on opening day. This is going to be part of the event, which is the POTM event. I imagine there's just going to be the stipulation of using those monthly award cards in probably like maybe Gold Live Series or something like that. But who knows? Maybe they're going to lock like a reward or two in the event. I doubt they would. I don't think that they would do something like that. They've never done it before, but they've never had a POTM event either. I don't believe, but 91 Madison Bumgarner right here could be pretty cool. And 2017 was before he was cooked on the mound, before he was, bitching to Max Muncy after he let up a cock shot into the ocean. He was in his prime here, or a little after. But Bumgarner, 91 overall, is going to be part of the monthly awards event. And honestly, Flashback Topps Now bodes very well for future content because there's a ton of stuff they can do with that. Think of 19 was the first year that they actually introduced it. There's so many other, guys that we like to consider BR gods that could get these Topps Now cards that had them in the past. And they could also do turn back the clocks of legends who got Topps Now cards. There's a lot of options that they really have to choose from there. Let's go into the program here, talk about it for a second. So, of course, it is structured very simply, as you guys are aware. You play stuff, you get cards. At least that's how it is right now. Something that you might want to consider is the fact that there might be more than just moments. But first, I should consider talking about our sponsor today, Underdog Fantasy. So we're a month into the season, quite fitting as we're talking about Player of the Month. And I've learned a lot of things, such as bet the under on any Reds. And Vladimir Guerrero, he's a god, except when I bet on him. So just don't bet on him. Blue Jays fans rejoice. He's going to win MVP this year. I'm going to restrain myself from putting the over on Vlad Jr. But Underdog Fantasy, you guys can use my code GOMES. You can play the pick'ems. It's been so much fun. We do it every day on stream. And right now, you can use my code GOMES again, and you will get a $100 deposit match. Underdog Fantasy will automatically match whatever you deposit. You put in $100. They'll give you an additional 100. That'll make it 200. You put in 50, they'll give you 50. You get the point there. It is great. It's been so much fun. And honestly, just like play a pick'em, throw $2-3. And on a 5-person slip, you can really see that add up over time. And if you are a big baseball nut like me, regardless, it just gives you more stuff to watch for. You don't have to go super high stakes, uncut gems type gambling here. You can just throw a couple of bucks on there for some guys that you think are going to go over or under on the day. That's what I've been loving. Again, use my code GOMES. And right now, you'll get a deposit match of up to $100. Thank you, Underdog Fantasy, for partnering with me this season. Something you want to consider is maybe they will put an exchange. Now, we all know SGS certainly has a fetish for putting in exchange missions for practically everything this year. There's an exchange for this, there's an exchange for the programs to earn XP. Exchanges are all over the place. Not quite as bad as MLB 18, but they're prevalent. So consider maybe looking at investing in some of these cards, or think about it. I would say the key point to a lot of this goes, if you aren't sure about an investment, and this is how I follow it, I just won't clear my binder. You know, I won't sell these guys. So a perfect team, the Mariners. They are nearly guaranteed. Logan Gilbert, Ty France, JP Crawford. If one of them doesn't get a POTM card, me and all the 19 other Seattle Mariners fans who are left after the 90-year postseason drought will march down to San Diego studios with tiki torches, and we'll give them a piece of our mind, huh? Okay, we get it. The Rays have about 3,000 people per game. Hey, it's more than the Oakland A's, huh? But that's something to consider as well. Just don't sell off these cards. Like the Mariners, for example, they're nearly guaranteed to get one. The Giants, I like their team as well. A guy like Carlos Rodon, Jock Peterson are certainly going to be in the running. The Blue Jays, with a guy like Jordan Romano, probably could get a card. So those top teams we talked about, watch my prediction video. I definitely think don't sell out those cards in case there is an exchange, as there has been for nearly everything else. I don't think there's going to be any other collections for this besides the Tops Now, which is another argument. Is there stubs to be made on these Tops Now cards? Now, they only go for like $2,500, $3,000, but something to consider here. Unlike last time where people would earn these cards again, because you would have the Tops Now moments, you'd play them, you get a pack, and then you play additional moments and get the other cards that you couldn't pick the first time. So that's how it worked. The first set of moments, you could pick 2 of the 5. Then the second set, you could pick 3 of the 5. So you'd have enough to get all the collections. They would, you know, make it no money spent friendly for you. But this time, I think there's a good deal of people who've actually sold these cards. I know we talked about this yesterday, but the more I think about it, I do think there is some room for investment right here, because if somebody's already passed these cards, if they've already done the moments, which you almost certainly have, there's not too much more to do in the game other than, you know, play some of this shit. So I imagine most people have done them. There's not another way to earn them except the marketplace. So I almost think this would probably be a better investment than it was last year. So start looking at some of these cards, right? These collections, you're going to need to do the collection in order to get the program done. That's how it always was last year and the year before. Ever since they changed it from those limited time packs, which were awful. You know, I had school, man. I couldn't open those. I just had to accept the reality that I probably wasn't get POTM unless I, you know, forked over a small fortune, a little estate in order to get it. But look at investing in these cards, man. Michael King, of course, he's going to have a lot of gameplay value for a while. 91 hit 9, 50 stamina. He's the perfect budget long reliever with that hard sinker and pretty damn good accuracy too. 94 on the sinker. You got 74 on the circle changeup, 82 on the slurve ball. So I think that is something good to think about. Otherwise, again, we're going to have new Tops Now cards coming tomorrow as well. That should be just 3 cards, probably 3 more diamonds that you're going to earn. So those, obviously, you won't need to invest in, but the previous ones and the gold cards too. Because you can start to see the price has rose. And again, there's not another way to earn these cards. So if you need them to complete a collection for a card that's going to be rather good in my opinion, I'm expecting that we're going to see something, you know, pretty fucking cool. There's certainly going to be a reason to go ahead and complete this collection. So the Andre Dawson is not it. He's not going to be the reason that people are fawning, spewing over, wanting to get that collection done. But it's going to be somebody else. Maybe Anthony Rizzo. Maybe Carlos Rodon. Pablo Lopez. Somewhere in that nature. JP Crawford, even as an outsider, could maybe get one right there. But I definitely think that is something that you're going to want to do. After further examination, I think investing is going to be a good point. But again, keep in mind, this is just for stage 1. There's going to be new stuff for stage 2 and 3. So I'm not going to tell you to invest in, like, Mariners, for example. But again, just hold on to them. And if you happen to pull, like, a couple of silvers today, open some packs, I certainly wouldn't sell them just in case that is another stipulation, because we can't see anything else. The goals that are here are not going to be the same goals at stage 2, stage 3, because I imagine they're going to also have some parallel XP grinding with some of these monthly award cards as well, which is even more reason again to invest in those tops now that we've gotten to this point, as they're going to be necessary in order for progression. If you don't have them, you're not going to be able to get the POTM card. That's always how it's been in the last 2 years. I don't expect it to be any different this year. So it's gonna wrap it up. Leave a like if you guys do enjoy. Again, we're gonna be streaming the update tomorrow, twitch.tv/GomesDaLegend. Fuck yeah, stop by, and I'll see you for a big update tomorrow, huh? Hope you guys have a great day. There goes some yeet.